Om. 146. Ajnana Moola Ayam Anatma Bandho Naisargiko Anadi Anta Iritah Janma Api Janmapyaya Vyadhi Jaradi Dukkha Pravaha Patam Janayati Amushya. So this Anatma Bandha Ajnana Moola hai. The Moola or the root of Ajnana, ignorance, is the Bandha, bondage with Ayam, this bondage, this Bandha, Ayam Bandha hai with Anatma of the non-self or with the non-self. So this bondage with non-self comes because of the root cause of ignorance. Ayam Anatma Bandha hai, Ajnana Moola hai, means it is based out of Ajnana. It is because of ignorance that we get bound with non-self. Naisargika, and this is natural, or this is does not depend on anything else, self-caused. That is what has been translated here. That means it is not dependent on anything else. This ajnana, this bondage of things which are not self, it is not dependent on anything, and it has got no beginning, no end. No end till you get realization. But once you get realization of the self, it ends. But it has got no beginning. Anadi. Iritaha. It has been told of. It has been described as without a beginning and without an end. Then they say Janmapyaya Vyadhi Jaradi Dukkha. So this Aya means miseries. Dukkha means miseries. It is Aya means chain. Aya means chain. Janma Api. So it is subject to a chain of dukkha. Dukkha pravaha. Dukkha pravaha, chain of dukkha. So it is subject to a chain of dukkha and janma apyayaha. Apyayaha, janma means first is birth, apyayaha means death. Janma apyayaha, vyadhi means disease, jara means old age. So it is adi dukkha pravaha patam. It is subject to patam, means it falls prey to all these chain pravaha, chain of dukkha, misery. That is, first is janma, then apyaya. Apyaya means death. All these things it goes through. According to Yaska, there are 6 modifications of a body. What are they? Jayate asti vardhate viparinamate apakshiyate nashyati. So these are the 6 modifications of a body. Now here it has been given birth and death, then old age and this disease. So these are there. They are there. Means one after another they keep on coming. That is why it is told pravaha. It has been told as pravaha. That means one after another, without break, they keep on coming. They don't stop. Janayati amushya. This person, this person is subjected to this dukkha pravaha. And why does it come? Because of ignorance. Ajnana mulaha. Because of ignorance. So everything, the root of everything is ignorance. The root of everything is ignorance. Na astrair na shastrair anilena vahnina chetum na shakyo nacha karma kotibhihi viveka vijnana mahasina vina dhatu prasadena shitena manjuna. This is a very simple. All shlokas are simple. Na astrena. This bondage, this anatma bandha, which has been talked of in the previous verse, cannot be chetum, cannot be destroyed. Na shakya hai. It cannot be destroyed by na astraihi, not by weapons, neither by shastraihi. What is the difference between astra and shastra? Shastra na shastra. Astra, shastra. What is the difference?
I think astra is something like sword. If you hold it and you try, like the barn and all, it goes away and at a distance it is.
So what is that? Which one is what? Which one is which?
I think shastra is one you hold in your hand. Astra is one that goes.
So astra means that which.
Like talwar.
Talwar goes. Astra means is which that is thrown, that which is like missile, and shastra is that which you hold on to.
Bow and arrow. Bow and arrow, is it?
No. Bow and arrow is one. That is astra. Shastra is like sword. Like that. Or gada. Not gada. Na astraina shastraina. So here they have conveniently, Madhavanji has translated it as weapons. He has not gone for the difference. So na astrai, na shastrai. It cannot be cut. It can be cut neither by astra nor by shastra, and it cannot be destroyed by anilena. Means wind, anila, and it cannot be destroyed by fire, vahnina. Na chetum shakya hai. It is not possible to chetum or destroy or cut. Nacha karma kotibi. And also by it is not possible this bondage of or this ignorance of this self-caused ignorance, nahisargika ajnana, which is the cause of everything, of the bondage with non-self. That is not, you cannot destroy it by, or you cannot remove it by doing karma, koti bihi. Even if you do millions of works. So what is karma? Like there are different actions prescribed in the Vedas. If you do these actions, or in the layman's language, somebody says that हम तो इतना पाप करते हैं, थोड़ा पुण्य करेंगे, etc. You do how much ever punya, whatever amount of punya you do, you are not going to get freed of this ignorance. So even if a person becomes a monk, even if a person gives up everything and constantly serves in a hospital as a doctor, even then you are not going to get this. So how you will get? Viveka Vijnana Maha Asina. Asi means? Asi means what?
Sharp.
Asi means sword. Sword. In Punjabi, Asi means I or we. So here Asi is sword. Viveka Vijnana Maha Asina Vina. Vina, without Viveka Vijnana, the knowledge that is produced out of Viveka, discernment. The knowledge which is produced out of discernment, Vijnana, Maha Asina Vina. Without that great knowledge, without that great sword of the form of this Viveka Vijnana, this knowledge. Vijnana means knowledge, which is produced out of discernment. Without that, you cannot attain this. You cannot attain this. And that sword, it is Dhatu Prasadena. It is Dhatu Prasadena means it comes out of the Prasada, purification of Dhatu. Dhatu. And Shitena Manjuna. So what is Dhatu? Huh? Grace of God. This Dhatu Prasada word you will find many places. So, what is Dhatu? Actually, here it is told as grace of God. But Dhatu Prasada can also mean purification of one's self, one's mind, one's organs, etc. That Madhavanandaji has given in a note. Dhatu Prasada can mean these things. And also Shitena Manjuna. So that it gets sharpened by the grace of God. By grace of God. So here two things are told by Shankaracharya. One is that this this ignorance, which is the cause of the bondage with non-self, will not go by all these weapons, etc. It is an echo of the famous Gita shloka. Nainam Shindanti Shastrani, Nainam Dahati Pavakaha. Na Kledayanti Apaha. So these first two lines of this verse are an echo of Bhagavad Gita, and many places also it is found. And Karma Kotibi, if you think that you can remove the ignorance by doing work, you cannot. Similarly, but how can you remove? You can remove through the sword of knowledge, caused out of discernment. You can remove that through that. And Dhatu Prasadena. Here it has been interpreted as by the grace of Lord, and by sharpening of Manjuna. Manjuna, actually, something which is, Manju means what? Beautiful. Manju means beautiful. So, a sharpening by the beautiful grace of God. So this sharpening is not something which is difficult. Generally people have this idea that all this spiritual life is all difficult. That is why I think he has used this word Manjuna, because otherwise this word here seems out of place. But he is using this word Manjuna because he wants to tell people that it is not difficult. It is easy to practice spirituality. It is easy to practice spirituality. So dhatu prasadena means by the grace of God. You shitena, by sharpening your intellect, sharpening your discernment, discrimination, and through beautiful sharpening of this Viveka Vijnana Mahasina. When Sri Ramakrishna was practicing Vedanta, constantly the image of Kali was coming. And then Totapuri said, how will you not meditate on Brahman? He took a piece of glass and pierced it in between his brows. But then also he was having problem. So then Sri Ramakrishna, what he did? He took a sword mentally and cut the image of Kali into 2 pieces. That is what he says. So he cut it into 2 pieces and then he went into Nirvikalpa Samadhi for many days. So that is how, not by all these activities or by doing anything you can attain, but you can attain through knowledge, arrived out of discernment. But when we say like this, then immediately a person may say, because you have told karma koti bihi, because you have told that even if you do lot of work, that is work which is sanctioned by the scriptures or which is enjoined, which has been told to be done by the scriptures, then a doubt may arise that why should I study the scriptures? Because anyway I am not going to get anything by performing what is told in the scriptures. So immediately Shankaracharya tells it in the next verse, Shruti pramanaika matehe swadharma nishtha tayaiva atma vishuddhirasya vishuddha buddhehe paramatma vedanam tenaiva sansara samula nashaha. Shruti pramanaika matehe swadharma nishtha tayaiva atma vishuddhirasya vishuddha buddhehe paramatma vedanam tenaiva sansara samula nashaha. A person who is nishtha is having what you call Shruti pramanaika matehe, one who is ekamate, one who is devoted to the Shruti pramana, means the authority of Shruti. What is Shruti? That which is heard and transferred based on hearing. So a person who thinks that this is the ultimate authority, or a person who thinks that Shruti is the ultimate authority, that person is ekamatehe, means he is of the one opinion or the strong opinion, that who does not waver from this opinion, that Shrutis are the authority or the scriptures. In this case, Vedas are the authority. A person who is steady in this notion, that person what that person will have? Swadharma nishtha. Through this steady notion, that person will have a dedication to one's swadharma, steadiness to one's swadharma, and taya eva atma vishuddhi asya, and from that swadharma, steadiness to swadharma or nishtha to swadharma means anything which you have opted to do, swadharma, to that if you are steady, or you have nishtha, that gives you purity of mind. Taya eva vishuddhi, asya vishuddhi. That person gets vishuddhi, purity of mind. And vishuddha buddhehe paramatma vedanam. Vedanam, veda means knows, realizes. Paramatma, the supreme self. So vishuddha buddhehe, a person who has pure buddhi, a person who has pure mind, understands or knows Paramatma. Paramatma. And tenaiva sansara samula nasha. And only by this knowledge of the Supreme Self, the sansara samula, with its root, is destroyed. It is destroyed. So first one has to have belief in the Shruti. Shraddha means Gurushu Shastra Vakyeshu Vishwasaha. That a person who has got belief in the scriptures and also in the teacher. So first you should have Shraddha in the scriptures. Then by that Shraddha you will get steadiness in Swadharma, Swadharma Nishtha. Then by that you will have Atma Vishuddhi. That means your mind will become purified. By Vishuddha Buddhehe, by a purified mind, you will be able to realize the self, and by realizing the self, you will be able to uproot completely with its root, you will be able to destroy samsara. So what is the root of samsara? Ajnana, ignorance. So that ignorance will go away, and because ignorance goes away, you will have no other suffering in this world. This is what is told. This is what is being told. So it is this Viveka Vijnana Mahasina. This is something we have to practice constantly. We have to practice constantly. And what is the test that you are going in the right direction? That things of the world will bother you lesser and lesser. Then if that happens, you will not become a dull person, you will not become a person, or you will not become like an inert person, but from the outside it may seem like that, but the things of the world will matter less and less for you, and this world will become more and more a place which is like suffering. Why do people who are jnanis or great people, they become dispassionate, or they are equanimous here? Because of two things. First thing is, they can see that everything is divine. They can see that everything is divine. And the second thing is, they can see the meaninglessness of this world. First is that they can see that everything is divine, and second thing is they can see the meaninglessness of this world. So either way, they don't bother much about the worldly things. So, but that doesn't mean that you should not have love. So these people, great people like Sri Ramakrishna, Swami Vivekananda, or Holy Mother, they had tremendous love, but their love was different. Their love was boundless, and it was selfless love, and it was not a love which was binding. It was not a love which gave attachment. So that type of outlook a person gets when a person gets knowledge. So this whole spiritual life is to get rid of this sansara samula nasha, the nasha or destruction of this sansara with its root, samula. That is what. So everyone is, what is everyone doing? Everyone wants to hold on to something. Every one of us is trying to hold on to something. But the secret is not in holding on, that will only increase your bondage, but in letting go. That is the secret. So Sri Ramakrishna puts it very nicely he says, if you hold on to God and then come round, then nothing will happen. So we have to hold on to God. But then where is God? God is not, if you see in one way, everything is God. Actually everything is seen not as God, but whatever is not seen as God is also because of God. But we are not holding on to God, we are holding on to things or people. So we have to hold on to God. The moment you hold on to God, you will automatically let go all these things. People and all those things will be given up. Then we will just hold on to God. But in worldly activities or in the mundane dealings of the world, Sri Ramakrishna also says, should you be a fool? Bhakta hobi boka hobi kano. So you should not be a fool. But at the same time, another statement of Holy Mother is, a person goes to some place and she asks, what did you see? Who was there? Etc. Then he says, I don't know. I did not notice. Then Holy Mother says, no, you should notice. So you will be alert. We would be alert. But at the same time, we would not be bound by it. You would know, but you would not be disturbed. So that is the secret. Most of the people say that I am not bothered, I don't want to know, etc. In the beginning, maybe it may help, but afterwards it will only make a fool of you. And people also will make you a fool, or they will make a fool of you. So you know everything, but at the same time you are not disturbed by anything. So this is the practice. And that Viveka Vijnana Mahasina Viveka Vijnana, that big Mahasi or that great sword of Viveka Vijnana, Vijnana out of which is born out of Viveka. These are all easier said than done. The secret is to do it, and then you understand that the whole world has got no meaning. Whatever you are doing is just because you have some prarabdha karma. Otherwise this world has got no meaning and it cannot give you any happiness. It can only give you suffering. So happiness is also suffering in disguise. When somebody is praising you, that is also insult in disguise. Insult also is praise in disguise. Either way, all things are bondage. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat.